Denisa. Welcome to Over the Hill and Into the Wild. So, we're down here very near Great Falls on the Difficult Run Trail today, and I'm kitted out in my usual setup like I like to have, and including my trusty pocket knife, which I always carry on my person. And something I haven't said anything about before is I do carry my medical ID card, my medical insurance card, just in case something happens and I'm not communicative. They've got my name and my insurance, so just helps out a little bit. Pat, you look like you're a seasoned hiker.
A little bit, yeah. I've been hiking probably since I was in my 20s, and we won't say what age I am now, but it's been many, many years. I've hiked all over the world. I hike here locally a lot. This is one of my favorite trails that we're going to do some of today. It's a long, difficult run, which is, if you take it, you can take it all the way into Great Falls Park. That would be about 2.5 miles. And you can actually go even further and end up at Riverbend. So if you wanted to do an entire loop, it would be about 5 miles if you go to Great Falls, and then about 9 to go up to Riverbend and come back. And you can go along Mather Gorge on the return trip. So it's a really interesting loop. But anyway, Diza was talking about how she's kitted out. I'll tell you a few things about mine. One thing I always carry is a hiking pole, and I have one here that's adjustable. It's kind of old. Also, it's very lightweight. They're different lightweight.
Ooh.
They're different poles. Some of them are heavier than others, but this one's very lightweight. I got it several years ago before I was going to be going on a trip to New Zealand on the South Island. The nice thing about it is you can attach it to your backpack if you're not needing it. Mostly I need it for downhill on uneven terrain, because some of the steps can be really large and it could be really wearing on your knees. So it really helps to have the extra stability of the pole.
Well, and the other thing is sometimes whatever tree you grab might not be such a friendly tree, or might have poison ivy or whatever on it. So it's nice to have that stability.
There may be no trees, and you're just on a bare exposed slope, and it's you.
Yeah.
So another thing I have is water. But what I have here
You want to take your pack off?
well, actually, I can show you. This has a water bladder. This pack. It's got a little clip to insert it. You can get 2-liter or 3-liter capacities. I have several packs. The one I'm carrying today is about 22 liters.
Nice.
And I usually, when I go on longer day hikes, like 12, 13 miles, I will carry a larger pack because I'll have like a bigger camera in it, and I'll have bigger binoculars. Like I also do birding. I've gone like to Central America to do birding, and locally. The other thing I like to carry, because I tend to be a little bit of a late day person, is I like to carry a headlamp. Also, sometimes you might do a night hike. So I have one of these little really lightweight adjustable headlamps that I carry in my pack. I have a compass. I have a whistle, like Denisa talked about. I have a Swiss Army knife. It is not with me today. I don't know. I think
okay. I got us covered.
She's got, yeah. So I also have a compass, and I have a hat that I have.
Yeah,
it's but what I like about this hat, I have a couple of them. This is a hat that doesn't have a top. Sometimes when it's super hot, you just don't want the extra heat
the insulation
captured in your body. So this can be kind of nice, and it also gives you some protection for your eyes to keep the sun off. I also have a Sunday hat. And it's got a great big brim, and then it also has the little thing in the back that covers your neck. It's very lightweight, and it is great in the pouring rain. Another thing I usually carry is a lightweight rain jacket, at least for this time of year. For other times of year, I might carry something just a little heavier. I always carry layers. I will often carry a little down jacket
Puffer
that I
jacket?
can put underneath, very lightweight, thin one that I can put underneath the rain jacket or just wear. And also, I wear permethrin treated clothing.
I was going to ask you about that. It
Okay,
looks like these are specialized hiking
yeah,
clothes.
now what I do, I don't necessarily buy it with the permethrin. I actually spray the permethrin on it, and you can wash these clothes 4 to 6 times and still have the permethrin be effective.
So permethrin is a insect repellent that is naturally based. If you find it in what, marigolds, chrysanthemum, that class of families.
It is very effective. I have been, I will treat my socks. I will treat hats. I will treat pants and shirts. The thing I do is I carry these wipes. Some people like to carry the propellants, but a lot of times I'm traveling and you can't carry those aerosols
Liquids
with you.
Right, and
then I will carry the wipes, and usually I like to carry something with an absolute minimum of 25% DEET, which is an active ingredient in a lot of mosquito repellents that people apply to their skin, or at 30%. Actually, 30% is ideal. Almost anywhere where there might be uneven terrain, I wear high top hiking boots because I have sprained my ankle before, and it is easy to do. So this gives you some extra protection. Also, even with insects and snake bites. Now, some people will tuck their pants in their boots and then wrap something around them because of concerns about ticks, especially the tick that carries Lyme's disease.
Do you ever wear gaiters?
Sometimes I wear gaiters, and believe me, gaiters is a whole thing. They're ones that are good in sand. They're really minimal and thin. They're ones that are heavy duty. They weigh maybe like about a pound each, and those are for really muddy terrain. I mostly wear them to keep from getting scratched and so there are a lot of different kinds of gaiters. I probably have, three kinds.
If the trail's not clear, if you're in snake country, that it's sometimes a good idea. And if you're in very wet weather, whether it's rain or snow, gaiters are always pretty helpful.
Absolutely. And I've hiked in some pretty wet conditions where the mud, you sink up to practically to your ankle. Oh, the other thing about the boots, I always make sure my boots are cleaned and sealed. And the sealing, that process, that will last for quite a long time, but you want to make sure that you waterproofed your boots.
Now, do you use Snow Seal, or do you use a different product?
Oh, I forget what it's called.
There's just plain beeswax often works
No,
really well.
I do. I use I can't remember what it's called, but
that's okay. We're not advertising.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, this is wonderful.
Okay.
Why don't we get on up the trail a little bit? Join us next time as Pat and I get on the trail. Thank you.